Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it don't matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go?
Did you just get a bum shot then? You filthy whore! No motherfucker stops in hell! Sorry. Right. Soho Pink Weekend. I was going to wear pink, but fuck that.
This weekend in Soho, it's Pink Weekend, one of London's premier gay celebrations. It's going to be outrageous, flamboyant, and, well, very pink. Today's main event is a bar crawl led by London's finest drag queens, with 12 bars in 12 hours and free shots of vodka. Spirits, we're told, will be high. Tomorrow, if you're still standing, it's the fancy dress procession from Soho Square to St Anne's Churchyard. The promise, Cruella de Vil, complete with Dalmatians, James Bond, Cleopatra.
Go out in the broad daylight?
Never. This is a nightmare. The only times I've ever been out in drag in the daylight has been by mistake, or when I did the Cannes Film Festival 3 years ago. We had to publicise a party, and we spent the whole day in drag. And that was a nightmare because it was like 7,000 degrees. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right, get ready to run. That's so funny. I just didn't want the people in the shop to see me. Right, it's the Pink Weekend. Pink bloody balloons everywhere. So there should be lots of free vodka. But I've promised myself that I will only have, up until about 3 o'clock, I'll have one drink every half an hour. But I've got to pace myself, I've got 11 hours to go.
Well, tomorrow is a very big day for my daughter, third daughter to get married. She's the eldest, 35-year-old, but looks incredibly young still. She lives in the Cayman Islands, but knows many people in Soho and wanted a Soho wedding. And I suppose a certain amount of relief for every father when all his children are off his hands and married.
See, I haven't walked in the door and he's giving me vodka. Cheers. Happy Pink Weekend.
Thank you, darling. Good afternoon.
Right, this is where it all starts. Come and meet my friends. Yes, I know I can see her. Hello, honey.
Hi, guys.
You're drunk already? How are you coping?
I don't know.
Have you slept at all?
No.
And we've got 11 hours to go and she hasn't slept.
It's very much a Soho wedding, this, isn't it, Noel?
But yes, there's this flavour of Soho here, because this is where she liked to come and liked to be before she went to live in the Cayman. And of course, because Leslie and I now have a home in Soho, she thinks of Soho as home, in fact, more than anywhere else in England.
I'll see you later on, love.
Okay, this is where we're ready to start to cut up now.
This is where we lose the plot.
Get drunk. Oh, we're already drunk. How are you?
I get a lot of gay men, women too, coming to me for acting. And I hear their stories how they can't be together properly. They'd like a union. And one day, one of my students said, "Oh, Garbo, why don't you and Andrew do gay weddings? You could do gay weddings." And I didn't really mention it to Andrew, but we were having duck in a restaurant in Hampstead. And all of a sudden Andrew said, "Gay weddings, that's the thing." And it sort of went on from that, really. And Andrew's got all the papers together now. Followed it up. How did we follow it up?
Yeah.
And because I am an actress, or was an actress, let's say, I'll be able to do it something very nice. For example, maybe they want something from Shakespeare that I can do for them.
Now, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Oh, you tragic cow! You're so ugly. You are so ugly. Look at her. Please, someone push her. See you later on. Balance then. Looks a little bit ugly. Oh no! Thing to do, you see, you either have to do one of two things. You either kind of think, "Oh God, I'm embarrassing myself," or you think, just let yourself go with it and enjoy the fucking day. It's the only 2 days in the year that in the West End we can completely rule Soho. We bring more money into this. Oh shit! Just spilled beer all over my bag. Oh dear. It's the only time we can actually do what the hell we want when no one's going to say anything. We're not going to get stopped by the police. We're not going to get our heads get. Hello, baby. I'm fine, thank you. We're not getting our heads get. Hello, girl. You're right there, baby. How are you?
Wedding cakes are now a standby every weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday we do wedding cakes of all varieties. Fruit cakes, continental cakes. The one for the French house is 4 tiers with chocolate, chocolate cream and rum, chocolate sponge, chocolate cream, chocolate coating, and then it's totally covered with layers of chocolate, thick, heavy leaf chocolate.
And unfortunately, when people get divorced so much, I think this is probably a better way of getting married, don't you?
Yeah.
In a way, it shows you're committed, but at least then all you do is can tear it up and walk your merry way. In a way, gay men and women are lucky because they actually don't have to marry in a way, do they?
Well,
There's no
might even
pressure.
get involved with prenuptial
for
agreements,
them.
I suppose.
I think that is an important one, prenuptials, don't you? Because this day and age, nobody wants to lose their house or their knickers, do they? Really?
It's going to be covered in white chocolate as our normal white wedding cake, but the customer wishes to have sort of strawberries and a summery theme on it. Plus, Igor, my friend down the end there, has made us little tiny chocolate ants to go all the way over it, so it looks as though it's being infested by ants in a picnic sort of area. That is their request. That is not mine. So something for me would be much more traditional, I'm afraid.
I suppose it'll go like this. It says, "We are here today in the heart of Soho to celebrate the unification of John and Jim, let's say, to sanctify their love for each other in the taking of the Soho blessing, and to hear their marriage vows. John and Jim are about to be joined in a union of 2 people who love each other." And then I say, after they've done that, "By the power invested in me by the state of California," because I have the license, you see, "I bless and sanctify your unification in Soho, and join in wishing you both happiness and well-being in years to come. You may now, you may now kiss each other as married people." Then we'll say congratulations, and we'll open the champagne and maybe
sign
the
us.
spaghetti,
Absolutely.
confetti, sign. Oh, then they have to sign, of course, which is nice, with a lovely pen. All very tastefully done. And then the champagne. Be lovely. It'll be fun. And we'll dress up for them. We have lots of exotic clothes. They may want that, which is nice, you know.
Oh my God!
I'll tell you something, it's about Soho, right? There's certain areas in Soho that gay people do not go. This is the limit. You cannot walk onto Oxford Street if you're in drag because that is straight street. You cannot walk onto there. And because I'm so drunk, part of me wants to lift up my skirt and just run down Oxford Street, waving my knickers and my lulas in the air and going, yes, Bill! And think, fuck it, who cares? Hello! But part of me thinks, no, I better not do that. Hello, baby.
Which is man and which is woman?
They're both men. They're both men. Oh my god. Kimberly, next one.
Would like to say hello.
Hello.
That's Marita! That's mine.
Up, girls, come on. Lead the way, darling.
Oh, you just cut me off.
That won't be the first time. Listen, she's a slag slut whore. Do you know? She went after my brother. She went after my mother. And I also have a nephew. He's 12. She went after him as well.
That's a little secret, right? Me and Kimberly, 5 years ago, I was sitting in Trade, which is a very well-known mixed gay establishment in Clerkenwell. And I was sitting upstairs 5 years ago, and I'd never done drag in my life. I was a little actor, a little straight actor.
Is this a liar?
No, this is true. And Kimberly walks in top to toe Chanel. Red Chanel dress, red Chanel shoes, Chanel handbag, Chanel belt, Chanel jacket. Her hair piled up on top of her head. And I thought, oh my God, that is so fantastic. And that's the first time I met Kimberly. And look at her.
No.
And the rest, as they say, is history. So, he just...
Hi, you alright, darling? Come on, let's go out of the party.
And Zoe will wear a lovely little bow tie. And she's going to the hairdresser, she's going to be done. She's going to be...
Will she be at the weddings?
Oh yes, wouldn't you think so?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she be at the weddings dressed up nicely? Oh yes, she goes to our club, she goes to Black's. She'd definitely be at the weddings.
Yeah, Hollywood Pets has got nothing on these two.
No, she'll be at the weddings, she will.
What about this one?
No, we won't take her. She's disruptive.
Well, she's totally
She's
disruptive.
totally disruptive. She's not going anywhere. She's disruptive. She's definitely not going anywhere. She's not. No.
Look, it's over there, isn't it?
No.
Oh, you are so kind. Everything helps.
What's
You
he
better leave
collecting
some money for your bus fare home, though.
What's he collecting for? I've got a travel card.
Oh, what am I collecting for? Terence Higgins, come on, give me your money. It's for the Terence Higgins Trust.
Right, we're on to the Edge now, which is on the other side of Soho Square, and that's the fourth venue, and fifth venue, thank you. No, fourth.
Fifth, that's
No, the
Compton's,
fourth.
is it the fourth? It's
Yeah,
the fourth,
it's the
isn't it,
fourth
Carl? It's the
venue.
fourth venue, and we have like 8 more to go. How many have we got more
Actually,
to
it's
go?
the fifth.
It's boy,
No,
how?
what did we do? Compton's, then we did the Village, then we did the
Yeah,
Yard,
then-
and Balance.
Oh yeah, fourth, yeah.
So, no, it's the fifth.
Yeah,
They're
it's
on
the
to the
fifth.
fifth one now.
We're on to the
See?
fifth venue, and we're completely pissed, and we have like 8 more to go, and we can't cover. There's a nice straight man coming down here. Hello. And what the heck's he doing with her? No, maybe not. No, it's too far.
Oh, come in for the Terence Higgins Trust. Come on, people. Come on, you must have some comments. How can you walk away from me? Oh, thank you so much, thank you.
Oh my God, it's the lads, Kimberly! Kim, it's the lads! Yo, spin! Look at his face. Like disgust. Absolute 100% disgust. I dreamed a dream would never die. I dreamed that love would be forgiving. But the tigers come at night with their voices soft as thunder as they turn the tree roll.
Champagne time. It's 11 o'clock. The white cab is outside. My very beautiful daughter, at the moment, is in a sort of basque, one of these things you see in a French farce. Very tight corset, looking very sexy with suspenders dangling, and about to put a dress on. And if I have any last thoughts at all, it's just to say how absolutely stunningly beautiful my daughter looks, and very young, very vulnerable. And she's 35. It's quite ridiculous.
You're feeling protective as a father, are you?
I think when a daughter reaches 35, you can't be all that protective. Especially when your daughter has a 5-year-old daughter herself, a love child, called Storm, because she was conceived in one. Very good health. Cheers. The first today, and I'm sure it won't be the last. That is blissful.
The day's events centre around the Soho Pink Weekend. This event's only had a very brief history in Soho and has gone on for about 3 years now. It's a almost entirely male event, and it's if you like, a homosexual festival. It's not a political statement, or it hasn't been in the past. We will achieve our purpose, best of all, of course, by you being professional at all times, by being firm when you require to be, by being fair when you require to be, and being tolerant.
Okay, we'll close it off.
I don't care if there's powder on my nose. I don't care if my hairdo is in place.
What they'll do is they'll come out here, though. I mean, so if they come out here, then we'll form off.
Are they going to come through this gate? Not that one?
Straight down, through this one.
I'm more worried about where the council gets its incident tape. Have you seen this? They must mop up after our bomb scares and reuse all our tape.
Charlie Delta 176. Charlie Delta.
There's a colour scheme and a half there, look. Don't know, last time we was over...
Where are you going to be when this takes off?
I feel so ill today, I have to say. Yesterday was, I was dreading it a bit, and I had a really good time in the afternoon. I had so much fun, but I was so drunk. I haven't been that drunk since I was about 15. I was so drunk, I drunk myself sober about twice. So I remember being very sober, then I remember just losing the plot completely. And then all of a sudden I was sober again, and then I remember being drunk again, and then being sober again, so I must have done the kind of full circle. And so I had fun in the afternoon. That was really good fun. I felt like a naughty schoolboy, a naughty schoolgirl, with all my naughty school friends, like running amok in the streets, like when you leave school for the last time, you throw eggs at people. That's what it felt like. It was nice to kind of do something naughty and be allowed to do it. But then, after the 11 hours of drinking, or however long it was, 11 hours of drinking, my God, we ended up in a nightclub called Heaven, and I just felt very lonely. I remember sitting there feeling so sorry for myself and wanting to and I thought, why don't I just go home? Why don't I just get up and go home? I don't appear to be happy, so just get up and go. And I didn't get up and go. I just sat there, desperately wanting someone to come and talk to me, and I thought, this is pathetic, it's like a bad movie.
I've told each of my daughters as they marry, the very last thing is that they can always turn around with me, jump in a cab and go to the airport. Oh, fantastic.
What do you think of the colour?
Absolutely stunning.
Does it look sufficiently bridal anyway?
Yeah.
Very bridal. That's exactly what I said. I said it's the one day in my whole life that I'm going to be able to look like Scarlett O'Hara, and I'm not going to miss it just because people don't like meringues. I intend to go completely over the top. It's my wedding. Look at you posing Storm. Oh dear.
Not anti-gay, don't worry.
That's all right. No,
We'll marry you, we won't charge you, and get married.
You're awfully kind.
There are lots of nice people there. Oh, well, there you are.
I know about the boys.
This gentleman doesn't want to get married. He thought we were anti-something or other.
Well, obviously not.
I am. I'm anti this weather.
You're going to give some of the leaflets out?
Yes, come along, Andrew. We're going to do it now.
Oh, let's take a few.
Give me a few. For goodness sake, they're no good in the cupboard, are they?
On my face, oh, that I'd walk in a daze. Now I never go to shows at night.
It's very can-can.
Oh dear, can't you imagine me getting married?
Yeah, you marry somebody. Why not?
Do you think they will they want to get married with me?
You know, it's very possible. Somebody wants to marry me. Why wouldn't they want to marry you? Would you like him?
Okay, I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice hair.
Would you like one of those?
Thanks. No, I don't think it's really what I need, is it? Sorry, just split up with my part. Give it back.
Oh, well, no, stick it on your fridge. Don't be... Oh, don't be silly. Don't give up. Stick it on your fridge.
I keep it just in case.
Just keep it just in case. Goodness sake.
As I said before, darling,
I think...
now is the moment you want to run away.
No, I actually feel surprisingly calm.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, darling.
In case I don't actually start to come out over the PR, that's what I'm bothered.
Yeah, all right.
We will one day.
That's going to be the pace, half an inch at a time.
Sorry, it's examining my black petticoat. Finally.
There you go. No more puzzles.
Well, they did it, and it was wonderful.
Hi, Mrs. Davis. Oh, golly. You look
Freak her out.
Yes, congratulations, Mrs. David.
That is freaking me out. Oh, I think this is my just wait, you can't wait to get married yourself.
A little bit more posing.
Little posing. Kiki.
Yes, I've got you under my skin, under my skin.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to propose a toast to my daughter and your husband. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for being here. I know some of you traveled many thousands of miles. It is wonderful, I believe, having children. I have 3 daughters and 1 son, and also now several grandchildren who are just as bright as their parents were. In fact, one of them this morning, as I was getting ready and dressed to come here, said to me, "Oh, Grandpa, you're not wearing that suit again, are you? You know what a headache it gives you the next morning?"
I think it can be lonely being anybody, and it can be very lonely being gay. I'm constantly disappointed. I'm constantly disillusioned with the gay scene. And it's probably, 90% my problem of looking into things too deeply.
What's so disillusioning?
I just feel that in my life, I started having relationships with people when I was about 16, and my best relationships have been with women. And it sounds really almost sexist, I suppose, and patronising, but the women that I've been out with have always been loyal and have been affectionate and caring and all the positive things in human nature and all the things that you acquire in a relationship. But the men have all been bastards. Been out with every bastard in the book.
It's all right. Let me take you down where we're going to. forever. Nothing is real. Something to write home about. Strawberry field forever. Right. Forever. Strawberry field forever.
I find women attractive, and as I said, you know, I still sleep with women. But sometimes when I'm with women I feel it's not enough, and vice versa. And I really feel like I'm stuck in the middle, and I wish that I could switch off the gay side of me and concentrate on the easier side to life, which would be to get married, settle down and have kids, and have a house in the country with a garden and a dog and a goldfish. I desperately want children. I desperately want children. So, I'm rambling now, and the alcohol is still soaring through my bloodstream, but I just want things to be easier. I'm just sick of fighting sometimes.
Bravo, no. That's the way.
Now, let's have one from you.
That's it, photos.
Sorry, right back, so they can have photographs taken.
I'd like to ask all the organisers of the Soho weekend to please come up on stage before the minute's silence and before we release the balloons. 1,500 gay men in the past year were diagnosed HIV. For me, that's what I will be thinking about in the minute's silence. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if we've got any, can I please ask you to observe a minute's silence from now? Thank you.
Well, the tradition here is we're going back to the French, and ever since Leslie and I have had the French, the brides who've been married there, there have been quite a few in the family and friends, traditionally throw their bouquet from the standing on the bar in the French.
You okay, Tony?
And so far there have been several new brides who have caught it.
For posterity. It's coming. What do you think?
It's funny because when I'm in love, and as we all know about being in love, and I always find it quite intriguing when I meet people who've never been in love before, and how powerful that feeling is when you're first, you know, every time you fall in love. I think I can truly say I've been in love twice in my life with two different people. And I remember the first time knocked me for six was a feeling that I can't even begin to, you know, we all know that feeling. It gets you there. But I also know the pain when that person treats you badly. And we all know that pain when someone treats you badly, and there's nothing worse. It's beyond any kind of pain you can possibly comprehend. And when it's a gay relationship, that makes it even harder because you're not allowed to grieve, because society still does not accept it. And even I didn't allow myself to grieve when I fell in love with a man, and he broke my heart. I felt that I couldn't go out saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe how bad I feel. Because I didn't, you know, I suppose at the time I didn't believe that two men could fall in love with each other like that. It was easier with the girl because you could grieve openly. So I don't really want that pain either. And we all know that no relationship lasts forever. You know, either, you know, you suffer mentally or death cuts it. So I say to myself, fuck that, I want a career, because that seems to make me happy. So if I had one wish, and I think career, I want it too much, I want fame too much. And I'm just having a day of, and yet another day of terror and fear that it's not going to happen. But it is! Being focused, it's going to happen.